Hello, good evening. Friday night, 9 o'clock in the evening. Like almost every Friday night, the live stream of Koi TV. Welcome everybody. It's good to see you all. I've got a lot of things to talk about in this about 1 hour. Of course, we've got the Q&A, the Koi of the week, and this is a really special one. You will see. I just bought it today, and of course so Q&A, and of course the giveaway with some nice prizes all the way from Japan, or just from the factory of for the TDS meters giveaway, and some chopsticks from Japan, and I call them snow bells, the bells that all the school children have on their rucksack, and they put it so you can hear them, and you can put it on your phone as well. It's really nice. It's really nice. I think a lot of people from Holland, of course, but also I can see Matt from England. Carlos is, I don't know where Carlos is from. Oh no, he's Dutch. I can see because he's writing Dutch. So it's good to see them, to see you all. It was a late thumbnail on Facebook because we were a bit late because of the speed skating, or the skating on the natural ice. It was really good and really enjoyable, and we didn't know if we're gonna make it, but yeah, we made it, and it's good. I'm happy we made it. And also we have it's like the what's that, premiere of a new challenge. I will show you later as well. So many things to do. I saw the first question of Matt. He's saying, my koi at the moment have a lot of mucus on them. Is it a cold weather? Temperature 2.2. Yeah, I think it's that. So the koi produces a lot of mucus, and now the breakdown of the mucus, I don't know if that's wrong, it's almost stopped. So still the koi is producing mucus, and it will show a bit, but it's no problem. It's some extra protection, so it's okay. 2.2 is quite low, so be careful, Matt, and maybe next time. Yeah, you already have the high roof, but maybe put it in bubble foil, or the isolation sheets. Okay, that's the first question. Oh yeah, that's also important, Albert. For the people that are gonna visit our shop tomorrow, we will be open till 3 o'clock. Normally from 10 to 3, and now it's normally from 10 to 5, but tomorrow it's from 10 to 3 till 3. So be sure you be in time at the shop. The water is at the moment is really cold. Of course, we're gonna change some fish still to the XXL tank. It's difficult to pick them up at the moment. But of course, everybody is welcome to look at the koi, have coffee, and it's good. Next week, Friday, we're gonna get the new fish in. So next week, Saturday, we're gonna be open all day, from 10 till 5. We're gonna have not like a special day, but there will be some new koi visible. They're still in quarantine period, of course, so we cannot touch them, but you can see them if you want. So that's that. Mucus is slime, Perry. So not karperpokken, it's slijmhuid, extra slijmhuid. Yeah, Perry. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Daniel. That's slijmhuid. The gingerin koi grow as large as common types of koi. No, normally gingerin are a bit smaller. Of course, there are um, some koi that still gingerin that will be still really big. We selected the gingerin Showa from Miyatora for Koi Care Hoekse Waard and last autumn, and it was also a giant. So yeah, they tend to be a bit smaller, like Doitsu and Jinrin are a bit smaller um, than the normal, the Wagoi, but yeah, it's getting closer together. So it's especially with the Jinrin, it's getting quite close to the normal non-Jinrin, but yeah, it's still going on. Yeah. That. Is it good to use a filter material from one pond to start the filter of a new pond? Or should I avoid cross contamination at all times? if it's your own pond where you already you know how your koi are going, doing well, and if it's your own pond and you're going to build a new pond or an extra pond, you can do that. I wouldn't pick it from the neighbor or for someone on marketplace, like I can buy a filtration system that's already so I wouldn't do that. But for your own pond, you know exactly what's going on, if there were any bacterial infections the last a year or anything. It's that's important. So if it's going well, you can easily cross you can swap it. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, I cannot wait to show you the koi of the week, because this afternoon the Dainichi auction was being, that was the end of the Dainichi auction, and one of our customers that he visits our shop quite often, he texted me like, "Hey, can you please bid for me on a special koi?" And he had two in mind first. One of the two I got, really good, really beautiful koi. I'm going to show you another time. And then, while the auction was going on, or maybe 20 minutes before the end of that koi, he asked me, "Okay, can you also try that one? Because try please." You must imagine you have like 5 or 6 quality levels on that auction. So you have no star koi, which can be really good, but can be really tatakoi, but really unsure. So non stars. Then you've got, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 star. 4 star is already really special, and then you have the where the breeder says, Dainichi says, this is for koi show. This is for koi show. So like a junior koi show, or and they put it on already like for koi show, and then it's 5 star. And now I'll show you in a bit after the trailer. Ik hoor hem hier. This is the Showa with a nice body. The pattern is unique. It has skin quality is good. The body, did I already tell you? The body is really nice. Of course, it's a type where you have to. It's like Kindai Showa, but yeah, I think it's really beautiful. The really good Dainichis, I will, yeah, like this. The really good Dainichi at the moment are 20 centimeters. So it's not. They say it's not jumbo tosai, but is there the tosai that can grow up to a meter. But this one you can see on the picture is really big body. Body is really strong. And maybe it's the wrong movie. Yeah, it's the wrong movie. Sorry, guys. I made it really quick. What? It's the wrong movie. Yes, it's the wrong movie. Oh, I'm so happy. I thought, what is the fin? But this is the right one. This is the Showa where so you can see this body is much better. I just, when we got home a half an hour ago, I went straight on downloading that it's a low quality YouTube movie really fast, but I did the wrong one. This one you can see like on the left side you can see the trophy, and for the koi show that's not what I put it on, or the 5-star. This is like the Nietzsche had it on the website, and they had, of course, underneath the stars you could see the beginning bit, so the starting bit, but that's just a beginning. And they said it was gender was unknown, but I contacted Dainichi, or they contacted me like, okay, you have the show winner, and I think one of the I think 3 or 4 top koi on the auction, and they showed us. They said, yeah, this is for sure female. So we put it. So I removed the gender unknown. That is normally what they do with Dainichi, but they guaranteed that this is female. So really happy with this koi. I will show you later on. I will show you the right movie. I was, what's happened with the fins? The other one was also nice, but this is I think slightly better. So that is one of the, I really like that koi, and really proud that we could select, of course with the help of the good customer, one of the top 5-star Dainichi koi. That is really amazing, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, the next question. Any question? Hello, does anyone use ozone air purifier in Holland? Wayne is asking, I think, is that just ozone, Wayne, or is that I think it's the ozone air purifier. I don't know if that's a brand, or of course, some people they use ozone in their pond, and it's possible, but you have to be really careful, and you have to have the whole system, not only the generator, the ozone generator, because that's easy and cheap, but you also need all the ozone guards. It's best to have the air dryer, and you have the ozone that stays. It's the rest ozone. The ozone that is not being oxidated. That is, you have to be really careful with that. So you need a good filter or a good UV system, that gets the ozone out of the air. Because you don't want to breathe the ozone in. As soon as you smell it, it's not good, and even it can still be there when you don't smell it. So please, if you have one or if you buy one, make sure you have the whole package, the full package. When do we get the origami course? I'm really proud I can make my own paper plane and maybe a hat, but that's it. So the fish, someone else did that for us. What they Arc Royale. Is there any method to tell if a young koi has jumbo potential? Yeah, of course you can see on the way they're shaped. It can be in there if the body is not when it's young, and if the body is not as doesn't have all the features, all the items that it needs to be there. So like strong body with a good skeleton, so a thick tail and really nice one, really good straight shape. If it's not there when it's young, it's normally not there when it's old. So on that hand you can see, okay, this is that can be a big koi. Also you have to know which are the parents. What if you have a male and a female that are both 65 centimeters and already fully grown, it's not going to be a 1 meter fish. The chance is really small. So you can see if a koi can be really big. Jumbo Tosai, to be honest, it doesn't say a thing to me, and I meant with that is if I'm gonna some breeders, you can easily, if you have one group of Tosai and one you keep on 21 degrees with for example 2 kilos of food a day, and you have the other half you put in a tank that is 26 or 27 degrees, and you put in, let's say, 6 kilos of koi food, or you even leave a lot of koi out, so you have only 200 Tosai in the same size pond as the rest of the koi. Those koi will be bigger in spring. So before they turn really 1 year old, they will be 35 and the other one will be 20, 22 or 17 to 25 centimeters. So, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't say, okay, now he's on his way. He's 10 centimeters ahead. It doesn't matter. So that's why it's difficult to say, okay, this is Jumbo Tosai, so these are going to be really big. A lot of Jumbo Tosai, I saw some results last week. Someone was texting with me and he was really proud of his Sakai Showa. He bought that 35 centimeters when it was Tosai, and now 1 year later it was 45 centimeters. So it doesn't say that much, and of course that can also the growth. So it needs to be genetic really good, but also, of course, the water quality needs to be good. The koi food needs to be high standard. The amount of koi food, water quality, the space or the rinsing amount, that is really important altogether. But if you don't have the base, if you don't have the genetics, it doesn't matter. You cannot. Yeah, if it's if the genetics is saying 65 centimeters, you can do nothing to get it 100 centimeters, because it's not in there. So that's important. Okay. How long need a koi in quarantine when you get it from your collega, even in the Netherlands? Sorry. Hoe lang moet een kooi in quarantaine als je hem krijgt? So how long do you have to keep a koi separate? If for us in Holland, if I get the koi from Japan to my shop and then to a hobbyist, we do normally do at least 2 weeks. Normally we do three weeks, because we need to test for the KHV. So we need to keep the koi, or a selection of the koi that so the group comes in from one breeder. We take a few koi out. These are gonna heat up to 23 degrees, in that range. And then we're gonna test it on KHV again. It's in total maybe the 5th time for that group of koi. And then meanwhile we're gonna treat it on fluke and on other parasites if they're there. If you're gonna get a koi from your neighbor, and you have a quarantine tank, that would be really good. Then you can put it. I would leave it for also 3 weeks. That would be really good. Some people choose to do it a bit longer. That's also fine, of course. But 3 weeks, you can see a lot already how the fish is doing. If there's any cross common, if there's any infections coming up, you have to, of course, introduce get the pond water from your pond in the quarantine tank. So you start with a normal, maybe tap water or already in there water, and then when the koi is in, after a week, you start rinsing with the pond water, so you can see if the koi is getting any funny diseases from the water out of your pond. So 3 weeks. How often do you treat your koi in Holland? As matter of course, everything. When we don't, not everybody in Holland, but here in my shop, when they arrive from Japan, you get the flukes, wormen, fluke. You get as a present always. So we have to treat them always against fluke. But so it's not like in my shop it's going all well and I think, okay, now it's 3 weeks, or after 6 weeks I have to do again and again and again. No, we test every week. We test 1 or 2 koi per tank. We take a swab. If there's nothing on there, we're not gonna treat it. If there's some infection or some parasites, we have to treat them. Thank you very much, Wim. 182. That's the one we bought. The 182. It's a beauty. Later tonight, I will put the right film and pictures on the Facebook and on YouTube, of course. Then you will see also. And when it arrives in Holland, we make, of course, a higher quality movie, because now it's 720 and it's really, we do 4K only, so 720 is like back in the 50s. The cat is here and is on the chair and he's happy there, knocked out. What's the difference between a UV clarifier and a UV sterilizer? It's the intensity of the UV light and the contact time of the water. So we have UV clarifiers that they kill the algae, so your water stays really clean or crystal clear, but it doesn't kill any parasites, any bacteria. It doesn't do that. Only the of course maybe some, but by accident. With the, for example, bio UV, that's the sterilizer. It's it's quite a big system, quite high, quite big. The bio UV 4 is I think 1.20 meters high, and that the amount of water that can go through there is quite a big pipe. It's not that much. So the contact time of the water, they stay in at least 4 seconds, I think, 2 to 4 seconds, and that's a big difference to the clarifiers. And like I said, the intensity of the lamps are also quite a bit more expensive, but they really work. So I rather have that than ozone in my tanks. So I use bio-UVs quite often. I've got them in the XXL tank, in the main, in the big pond, the 50 cube shop pond has a bio-UV, and we've got one spare bio-UV which we're going to use on the the 20-ton pond in our shop. Okay, will the proofheater inbouwen in the trommelfilter? I don't know how. I saw the question coming in the WhatsApp group, I think. I don't know how you want to do that. Normally, I don't know, your drum filter has the pump after your drum filter, after your moving bed, is pumping the water back to the pond, I think. So the heater can always only be at that place behind the pump. And if you think, yeah, but it's gonna squeeze the pipe, so I don't want that. You have to make a bypass, so you have water coming through, and like a bypass, so you have on the side you have the heater. I think that's the only right way to do it. That's how do koi digest their food? So koi don't have a stomach, so they have abdomen, yes, and that's quite long, and they for the rest they digest it like we do, with the darm, with the abdomen flora. I don't know if that's the right English word, but it's that helps, and the enzymes that are in that in those abdomen, and and bowels, and that's working well. So they do the same, but without the acid part in the beginning. With our stomach, we break the food down with a lot of acid, and they don't do that. That's the only difference. Okay. Do you know how big from the Konichi Karashi Koi challenge? Yes, I know, they are giants. 1.10 meters for sure. We have 2 pictures coming up. They sent of course with the certificates, and they also send the male and female, and I can show you. Above a meter, big, big, big. Yeah, Monroy, when is the SFF shipments arriving? I'm gonna call you about that, and they're gonna be here as well really soon, and your koi will be there as well. Okay, I can see it's a bit, the questions are not there yet, so the next thing I want to, it's really, maybe on the last Wednesday I showed you, I was thinking about it, it was still in my mind, and I didn't know how to present, but now I'm gonna show you. This is, be careful, don't, this is, where are you? This is not the actual, these are not the actual koi, but this is the quality of the Omasako and the amount we're gonna get. We're gonna get gonna get really high quality shirotsuri for sale in our shops, in our shop, but we also gonna get 25 high quality shirotsuri straight away from Omasako with certificate, Tosai 25 to 30 centimeters, beautiful shirotsuri. Of course I'm gonna make a movie when they arrive, so I'm gonna, the next day I can, because they're in a small tank heated, I can pick them up, and I will make a movie on what is coming, what kind of quality that is. But I know at this time there are a lot of challenges coming on the Dutch market. We have two challenges going on. One of the koi cave, really nice, the Dainichi Isa. The other one is the Konichi, really nice and already successful because all koi are sold, so we don't have any place left, because we want an overlap. We want an overlap of 100 pieces of koi. So 240 people are joining now, or sorry, 240 koi are sold now. Let's say 200 people are joining. That's really a lot. So that's really nice. I'm really looking forward to see them make pictures and all those. And then and I promise this is the last challenge this year. We're gonna get the Omasako Shirotsuri challenge. Only 20 pieces, maybe 15. I'm gonna have a look. 15 to 20 pieces are gonna be available. As you can imagine, these are not for free, because this is really tatakoi. So we have to calculate, but it's gonna be somewhere to 500 to 600 euro. Really tatakoi. There's the cat. You can see this is one of the other cats. It's the we're gonna do that. So and then with the 15, let's say there are 15, we're gonna do like, okay, we're gonna send we're gonna make a selection of those 15, number them, and then do like a lottery on the people that said, okay, I want to join. It's not like selecting, but we're gonna like a lottery. But it doesn't matter if you have number 15 or, I think they're all really good, and it doesn't say, so maybe the number one is now has more the black is already it's already finished, or maybe more finished, or already there, but you cannot say a thing about it. This is about body shape, about skin quality, and the pattern needs to come in the year. So it's going to be nice. So if you're like, oh, I have to join, please send me an email now already, and then you wait for the what's happening. But yeah, it's going to be 15, I think, because also we need some backup. I don't like if a koi, yeah, happens something with a koi, or I want to have a backup so I can give you a new one. So that's why we do 15 of those. Okay, the next. Z sokken. About the bacteria home in our showers and trickle you using. What's your cleaning advice, or do you never clean it? And what is the lifespan of the media, assuming running 24 hours a day? The higher quality bacteria home, I've got it now for about 16 to 17 years, and I never cleaned it. Of course, I inspect it once a year, but I never cleaned it, and it's still in one piece. So the lifespan it's going to be it's going to be really nice, really long. That's the lifespan. And if your bucky shower or trickle tower is well made, so there is no on the bottom layer there is no like an edge and then the outlet, so there's only half a centimeter or a centimeter edge, you don't have to worry about a thing. Don't put your bacteria home or anything or whatever you're gonna use with the funny the groef with the funny funnel around it. Don't put it laying down. We tested it. We're gonna launch the test, of course, really soon when the season starts. Don't put them down. Don't put them straight up in all organized. No, just like Mikado. I don't know if it's also an English game, but just like all laying around, there need to be gaps, and there need to be so the water falls down and it changes. It's not always like this, but it falls then this time that way, then that way. Really good, and then you don't have to clean it at all, and it works really well. That's that. But we had some customers. They bought first some other quality bacteria home or like that, and they after a year or two it was gone, or a lot was gone, and you can also always see a bit dust in your pond. So that's really important to get the right one. And we're gonna get the big shipment tomorrow in. So I'm looking forward to that as well. You're welcome, Björn. About the bacteria, oh no, that's that. Last year with COVID lockdown, etc. in the UK, a lot of new ponds were built, and koi dealers were selling out of fish as soon as available. Was it the same at you fellas? Yes. I think, a lot of building, so in-house gardening, everybody started to renew their fence or do something in the garden, do in-house. So the building centers, the do-it-yourself building centers were out of they're unbelievable. The guys that normally help us out with the building of the ponds, they were really busy building gardens. So it was really, really busy. And people had some extra money because they couldn't go on holiday and they couldn't spend it in the cafes or in the restaurants. So koi was really, and you can imagine if you're working from home, normally when you go out in the morning and come back in the evening, some people forget their pond. And now they are sitting working at home, and all day long they can see their koi and they can easily see, oh, that pump is not, or shall I change this or that, or oh, the UV is not working well. So they are more active now with koi. So yeah, I think a lot of koi businesses in Holland are doing well because of COVID. Of course, I'm rather don't have COVID because we were already going well. So, but yeah, we can see, and also online, people found our. We were also lucky that the web shop was already up and running, and it is still the amount of packages going out every day. It's unbelievable because people found the web shop, and yeah, yeah, it's good. So it's nice to do that. So nice to have that, and so it's possible to buy even more nice koi. Man, no problem. The only thing I was hoping you will join. Tomorrow you said to Françoise you're gonna visit our shop tomorrow. Please, because we're gonna close at 3 o'clock. But normally you are quite early. But 3 o'clock we're gonna close the shop. So that's why I was yeah. But no problem for being late, Werner. When will the Tozai from Sika come to on sale with Asagari? Yeah, that's also, I don't know if I can say already, but there's gonna be a new mud pond games with Koi Cave, the best, the nicest, the best, the nicest koi society there is. With the Arsenens Koi games, I'm really looking forward to it, and we talked about it today. Like, hey, we have to, and he's already selecting, but he needs time to select, and we're gonna try to get some other breeders as well in the same project. It's gonna be really nice. Of course, Stefan Swinkels will pronounce it, and will make he can really put up some nice flyer and poster. So so he's the organizer, organizer for that project. Of course, we gonna do a lot of work, but he's gonna do a lot of work as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, Perry. So you can select a really nice female Tozai. Hi Stefan, do you know what parent koi the Karashi have from the challenge? I think that was already. Yes, of course we know. We're gonna have all koi gonna have separate individual certificate, and next to that we're gonna have one certificate where all the parents and all the batch certificate, where you can see the date of hatching, because that's also really important. Somewhere, I think 23rd of September last year. That, and also the parents. So I'll show you later on. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, so that was. I'm really stoked about the that Dainichi Showa. I'm really stoked about it. I don't know if they're gonna bring it to Koi Show, or it's gonna be with already the next shipment, and we're gonna have more shipments through the whole spring and beginning of summer. And we do almost every 3 weeks. We're gonna have a new shipment coming up. So if you have any request for koi, or if you think, oh, why is my koi not coming in yet, or oh, my dream koi not coming in yet, please be patient. We're gonna get a lot. Okay. Yeah. That's not that special, Matt. One day I will have a koi with a certificate. That's not that special. Jeff, maybe we can arrange something. There's gonna be I'm not gonna tell his name now because but there's gonna be a transport of koi soon to the UK, and maybe we can put some karashi in, and that would be good. Okay, is it better for the trickle filter to flow in the pond directly and give the oxygen to the fish, or better to give the flow from the trickle moving bed? The trickle filter or the bucket shower is not producing any oxygen. I saw there's the koi dream, that black really beautiful koi book. And it's also saying I was reading that again, of course, and I saw some information also about the trickle filters, but a well-working trickle or bucket shower is not producing any oxygen. There's going to be less oxygen in the water when it comes out of the trickle filter, because the bacteria will use the oxygen. We did a test already last year. We have it on the movie, where you can see the pond water has more oxygen than the water from the coming out of the trickle and the bucket shower. So what I do is let the water falling in almost 50 centimeters from the surface of the pond. I'll let it fall in, and then of course it gets some extra oxygen, but that's not because of the trickle tower. And I must say that years ago I also said to people, oh, you have to buy this because it's also good for the oxygen in your pond. But yeah, after testing we discovered, for myself I discovered that it doesn't add any oxygen like that. Any idea when you think you will be able to ship koi to the UK stuff? From Japan to the UK, if it's not one box but a few boxes, it's already possible. We can do that. If you do a few, that is quite difficult from Holland to the UK, I must say. But yeah, so we don't do, but some people do. I don't know how, but they do. That's that. What do you think about Koppen's food? This is icy, slippery road. Koppen's food is used in a lot of koi food. So a lot of koi food that is produced in Europe is let's say 95% of that is produced in the Koppen's factory. They have like a base food, and you have some dealers that put their own name on it, and then they say, oh, this is really special food, or this is my food, or that's all the same food. You can see that on the batch number. Every food brand needs a batch number, and you will see some different food brands have the same batch number. That's all the standard or the grower of Koppen's. Of course, you have some companies, big companies, not like a dealer, but big companies. They produce so much food at Koppen's, they have their own ingredients, their own recipe. That is something different. They have their own batch number. They only use the people and the factory to make it, the machines to make it. That's different. So there is some good food coming from Koppen's. I know some brands. Later I can tell you about this. They are really good. But yeah, also some not so good. So for example, I don't know, just to be sure, I don't know if hikari is made in that same factory, but I know only the sake hikari. I saw also some footage on Facebook where someone says that all hikari food is made in Europe. That's not true. Like the hikari friend and the staple, that is all made in Europe. Only the sake line, so the sake hikari air, and that is still made in Japan. So that's different. But yeah, you can imagine that the hikari friend is the same quality in Europe as in Japan. So you don't have to worry about that, because they have really strict recipes, and that's totally different. That's really safe, and they produce so much, so the whole factory can work for a few days in a row only for the production of the hikari. That is totally different than a dealer ordering 1,000 or 5 ton of koi food at the same factory. And as for the standard, or for the Koppen's carp food they sell, it's originally made for the meat industry, so for the fish farming industry, and they are being slaughtered, they are being produced to fillet in 1.5 years. So that food, they don't need to think about how does a koi look, how does a carp look, how is the color, doesn't matter. How is the lifespan, how old can a carp looking really beautiful with this food when it's 8 or 9 years old. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to test it, because that's not the case. They need to grow fast for meat consumption. So it doesn't have to be the straight line, the skin quality. They don't have to think about it. Just producing meat. So that's different. That's a different way of making carp food. So that's why I said it was a bit slippery. And some dealers, if they're watching with us, they will maybe think like, oh, this is what's he saying, but yeah, some food is really, I wouldn't use it in my pond, for my koi. Yeah, and I don't know if the story is let's say the salesman of FD food said to me. FD koi food is also from Japan. It's not there anymore. Maybe they have, but it's not as successful as it used to be. It's FD is F is for fish and D is for dog, and they managed to produce dog food, so the dogs stayed alive 1.5 years longer than normal, and that's with a working dog, it's a lot of money extra where what they can make with the dog. So it's a good investment to use that food. So that is really tested, like the hikari, sake hikari. It's really tested for a long period. How do they look when they're 12? How do they look when they're 14? Really important. And those big brands like JPD, it's also a big brand in Japan, and really good food. JPD is also tested every day, again and again and again in the laboratory, like the hikari, like the JPD. It's really, it's something. It's next level koi food. That's that. What's that? Yeah, sorry, Perry. That's a good question. Perry is asking, which koi did you send to the show on Sunday, or is it a secret? Yeah, I have to. I don't know who are the judges, and some judges maybe don't like me, or they have their mind not only for me, but they have. So it needs to be, normally they look at it without any contestant name, and we had something going on in Japan a few years ago when the Konoko was judged on the Nagaoka Koi show, where we made that Konoko Showa quite famous, quite famous, and then the European judges, almost all dealers, saw that koi and they thought, that is Stefan's koi, let's not do that. So we saw the votes because we knew the chairman at that moment really well, and we could see all Japanese people, all Japanese judges voted for that koi, and all foreigners didn't vote for that koi. So that was, or let's say it was really coincident, or it was because it was already known, and we don't show yet. Of course, you've seen a lot of those koi, but not like, oh, this is koi show. But maybe if you watch the last few weeks koi of the week, you can have a hunch, yes, hints. Now a few questions, guys, and then we're gonna stop. And then what moment? Because Ed needs to go to bed, and he's already putting in Koi TV. So Perry, are there still Karashi Koi available? In the beginning of this broadcast, I said we're all sold out, but maybe one or two are still left. I think that. And next Friday I will have a clue if there's going to be, because then I know exactly how many koi there are coming in, and but I think one or two are still available, but that's really it. On ponds with no heating, winter months, would you still leave the oxygen on going to your filter moving bed? Yeah, media will any good with the bacteria? Yeah, no, Wayne, I leave my oxygen on. I leave the sometimes, depends on the pond, but in my shop I don't, but in the outside ponds I get the air a bit up, so 20-30 centimeters above the water surface, below the water surface, I will put the oxygen. But I will still use it, and in my moving bed I still use my the filter, and the bacteria. Some bacteria will be active, still active. We did some tests with the Sensuka, the Bacter Power, and still we have quite a lot of bacteria going on. This is going. Wheat germ for winter food or protein food, which is best? For the winter, it's like it used to be called like wheat germ. That is not always the case, because in winter, in the wild, in winter, the carp in Holland, for example, they eat more animal protein food than in summer, because now there are no algae, no plants, but still some shrimps, and they eat those shrimps easily. So it's like for example, hikari, but also JPD and was that? Oh yeah, Bacto Plus is they using the term for season or all season because it's more like that. It's better like that. So I wouldn't do only wheat germ. But at 2.2 degrees, I would not. You only have to give Karen some food, or she cooks the food. I don't know who's the boss, but don't feed your carp at 2.2 degrees. What ingredients should I look for in food when trying to grow koi? Protein, some fat, but I would, yeah. So they look at protein, but you have to have good quality protein, so easily digestible protein. So I would rather have a look at some koi food. We're gonna launch a food test, and we it's really through a really good test, and we make like a premium koi house food, kooihuis.nl food. That is really the premium. So that's the mixture of 3 or 4, depends on the season, 3 or 4 brands we are mixing, and it's really successful. So yeah, I think that's one of the it's good. What's the advice of the minimum number of koi in a pond? 3, I would say. Koi is like they like to live together in groups, in shoal, and 3 is like they understand. 2 is more stressful. 1 is really don't do that. 3 is okay. If they don't like you on show, you're doing well. No, but I don't know. I really don't know the judges, but but some judges are competitors in Japan of me, or so yeah. So if they know, this is, or there are customers at some dealers. So of course you have to they have to be really honest, but yeah, it's also in your mind. So that's why that's also why and that's what I like about it, the NVN organization, the Koi Show online organization, doesn't show the names to the judges at first. After judging, the judges can see who is who, or whose koi is who. But the beginning they don't, and that's good. Is there anything you don't know? Oh, there's so many things about koi I don't know yet. But every day I'm studying. I like to study, so every day I'm studying on koi, and this is only what I've learned the last 20 years, or 22 or 23 years already, being in the koi business, and normally I say in the beginning, I tell you in the beginning of a broadcast or in a movie, this is my way. Please don't. If you think, this is a better way, please try and do and test. We like to test, so we test everything. If some salesman is coming into my shop and he's trying to sell me food or medicine, or we test till and sometimes it takes a year, and then we say, okay, we want this in my shop, or yes, I want to use this in my. So we tested this, for example, 6 years before we put this in our shop. 6 years we tested, not in our own ponds, only in our ponds, also other hobbyists. They didn't know what was what. Or we made it in a liquid form, so we could so they could test. So they didn't know it was this. And after 6 years, we decided, okay, now we're gonna do it. Okay. Now 2 more questions, and then we're gonna stop. Will I think an air source heat pump, this good question, Paul, work in a really cold temperature? No, it doesn't. So we've got 2 heat pumps in our facility, and they only work in spring and autumn. Of course, also in summer, but then we don't need it. But when it's cold like this, we cannot heat the pond up to 23 degrees, for example, because they take the heat out of the air. And if it's already -10, they can make it -15, but it's only 5 degrees they can steal from the air, and that's it. And then it doesn't work. So heat pumps are really nice for swimming pools when the weather is already 18 degrees, for example. The water is 18 degrees. You don't want to swim in 18 degrees, so then it's really easy to get 15 degrees you steal from an 18 degrees air, no problem, and put it in the swimming pool. No problem at all. But when it's cold, it doesn't work. The ones that work at -10 use a lot of electricity when it's -10. So they heat their cells by electricity. They make heat, and then they steal it from that air and put it in the pond. So they don't work like that. Okay, last question, and then the next questions I will do the next time, I think. What's the price of the food mix? It's 15 euros per kilo. Is that true? Yeah, I think so. 15. No, it's cheaper than the. So I have to look it up. The really the most when in summertime it's around 15, but you have to look it up at kooihuis.nl, and there you've got the premium food. I think it's 15. So it depends. Sometimes it's 12 because in spring and in autumn it can be cheaper, but in summer it's more expensive. But it really works well, and it works like I don't know if you got it in the other countries, but we got Draft. It's a washing up liquid where they say, okay, if you use 1 bottle of our good quality washing up liquid, you use already 2 bottles of the other brand, the less good brand. And that's also with the koi food. You need to go down with the amount of food, because they really they digest it really good, really well. So almost, let's say 90% is really taken in the body, and with some other foods it's less. So you need to feed them more, and you pollute your filtration system, and so on. Okay, now one more, because this is really this is a really good question. What's your advice about the ratio female and male in the koi pond? We have one pond where we don't have many breeders. They separate. We also separate females from males. So in the XXL tank there are no males. So there's no chasing around, and so I like that. Or all female or all male. And if you gonna do like, of course most ponds are mixed, I would do 1 on 2. One male, 2 female, so like that ratio, 1 or 2, 1 on 2. Yeah, like that. So less male than female. Okay, now please guys, for the people that are new, please type in, is 2 centimeters a month good? Not, it's okay, but it's easy to grow your koi a centimeter a week, no problem. If good tozai, no problem to grow them a centimeter a week. So please type in koi TV or koi cave, and then and this time JPD is also good, JPD, koi food, just to support them. And I hope to see you, of course, with the next movies coming up. Monday there's going to be an instruction movie, Tuesday is going to be a nice movie, and Wednesday 8 o'clock we've got the new live stream, and I hope we can. Wednesday is going to be a live stream. It's going to be nice as well. Please subscribe if you're. I have to wait because the Nightbot, you've got a 20 seconds delay. So while you're typing in Koi TV, Koi Cave, JPD, please. So don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. And as we have more subscribers, we can do more things with our channel, more interactive to the subscribers. So I'm really looking forward to that amount. What we're gonna do? We have the chopsticks. So it's this is one price. So you have a set for the male and the female. Normally the female chopsticks are a bit shorter, but this is for the modern people. So 4 chopsticks is one price. That's the first we're gonna give away. Then we've got 2 times, so 1 time each, the nice bells. We're gonna put them in the end closet if you're gonna pick them up, and if you're living abroad, please send me your address. And the first prize this time is the TDS. Almost broken. The TDS, total dissolved solution, solids in the water. It's really nice to have as well. This is the first prize. Okay. The chopsticks are gonna go to Lisanne de Vries. Congratulations. Let me know. Send me an email, info@arts-ens.nl. Streepje means dash, I think. And then I will send it to you or pick it up. De Vries sounds Dutch, so maybe you're living close by. The next one, that's one of the bells. One of the bells. Dion van Dongen. Dion also, he's also getting in a streak. He's getting a lot of presents already. So Dion, congratulations. And the next bell, Jack Damas, also I think next prize, second prize. Jack, also congratulations. And then the TDS meter going to Kees Borst. Also, they have a tactic, guys. You have to follow them. You have to rewatch this movie, and you can see what Kees does with the Koi TV. Does he do a lot of Koi TV or GPD or all or Koi? I don't know. Wesley de Vries, he was not successful, but he had the Koi. You have to watch it back. Congratulations. Please let me know, Kees, if I have to send this, and I hope to see you all next time for the next live stream, next movie. Bye-bye. And don't forget to sub if you think, this Shirotsuri, I want to have more information. Text me, SMS, Messenger, email, and then I will let you know what's the price and how it goes. Only 15 people are joining, so be quick. If you're thinking about it, please just send an email. Bye bye.